When did it come important to you that that passion, that more, was more important to you than?
Well, it came to me early in life, and I guess I'm very grateful for that.
Okay.
Okay, it came very early
All right.
that I was not going to take the typical route.
Got it.
Okay, I wasn't going to
Sure.
do 25, 30 years in corporate
All
and get my
right.
gold watch and a nice retirement party and go on. So it hit me very early.
Okay.
For some people, it doesn't hit them until they've been downsized, laid off,
Okay.
right sized, whatever term you want to put
Got
on
it.
it.
Okay.
Then it hits some people as children
Okay.
when they start businesses, when they do certain things. So it hits people at different points in time. I guess my concern is not so much when, but if. It's got to hit you. Now, it's okay, too. Let me flip that for just a moment because I believe in balance. It's all right, too, to stay in a career, stay in a job, if you find it fulfilling. There's nothing wrong with that. My mother has worked for 40 years for a major university back in the Chicago area. I've taken nothing from it whatsoever. I mean, sent my brother and I to college. We have no complaints there at all. She stayed because that was satisfying to
Got
her.
it.
So the key question is, are you satisfied?
So the answer is, when you are no longer satisfied.
Right. When you're no longer satisfied, when there's something that just gnaws at you
It's
day
yearning.
and night,
You're right.
that yearning.
That's it. We got it, y'all. She gave it to us. Isn't that wonderful? Don't that feel good? Well, here, look. Definitely we want to be able to talk, but we've been talking a little bit now for about 30 minutes. There's a couple of things. I want to get some questions in because we do have the gentleman that's been working with us. And I want to be able to have him ask some questions. So we're going to take a little break. Not that we haven't already. And we're going to listen to some of his excerpts and get some of his questions and have the coach just answer some of the questions coming back from him. So
Okay.
when we come back, we're going to be coming back with Larry Pratt, and he's going to be asking some questions to the coach, explaining his situation, what he's gone through, and then we'll just have the coach do some answering. How about that, okay? So you stay tuned. We'll be right back with you with Audry Legrand. Thank you.
My laugh, my cry, what's up? Realizing my laugh, my cry, what's up? Realizing my laugh, my cry, what's up? Realizing my laugh, my cry. Though you may not understand my pain, I feel it when I hear your name. I think about the times we've shared, and I look around and you're not there. And I might laugh, I might cry, then I'll rise up and realize that it was all just a phase, and all the feelings that we all have slip away with the past. This is the broken romance, and in time you will see that you were wrong and always and I never heard from you again. I can't believe you we're living separate lives alone. I have no one to call my home, my own, my own, my own.
Okay, now to the coach, right? My question is, for someone who is in my situation, who has limited education, who don't have a lot of skills, who've been in the same field for a lot of years, I would ask, what is the opportunities for a person like that, whose skills are limited, who's kind of well-rounded in his age, and so in a situation like that, what would be best for me to get started in my business?
Larry, that was a great question, and many people struggle with, if I have limited education, but a lot of drive and ambition, what can I do in my career? Well, what I usually tell people is pretty simple. Look at where you want to go. If the area you want to move into does require some type of formal education or certification, are you willing to go and get that? How does that fit into your current lifestyle? Can it be done nights, weekends, online, so that you can someday move from where you are now to where you want to be? Use your drive and ambition at this point in time while you are still working to get you to the next level in terms of your education. If you're in an area where the career opportunities are not driven by education, but they're driven by experience and skill, then the question is how much skill or how many skills do you have? How good are they? And are they going to sustain you even without the education? So I think first what you want to do is look at where you want to go, and does that require education? Are you willing to go back and work on that? Or are you in an area that requires greater skill knowledge, and are you advancing your skills?
Okay, to get in order for me to get out of my comfort zone, what I would like to do is broaden my horizon, to get involved with different things, to take some training, to listen, to sit in on some meetings where you talk about and being able to improve or to go into business.
Once again, excellent question. If someone happens to be content in their career, then that's perfectly okay. The question you want to ask yourself to make sure that you are content is, can you see yourself doing this exact same job for the next 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years? If you answer yes to all three of those, you are content, you are where you need to be. Everything you are doing lines up with your God-given gifts and talents. If you answer the questions at the 2-year mark, 5-year mark, and 10-year mark, oh no, I cannot see myself doing the same thing over those benchmarks, then you've got to create a plan for where do you want to be in 2 years, 5 years, and 10 years. What is required of you on the short term, that's 2 years, mid-range goals, 5-year plan, and 10-year plan. Those are your long-term goals. But there's no problem at all if you are content with what you're doing, if you can see yourself doing that 2 years, 5 years, and 10 years from now.
I've been in the distribution business a long time, but since I've been in recovery, I realized that there are greater opportunities for me. But I would just like to say that my education is limited, my skills are limited, and I'm well-rounded. I'm 50. You know, I'm just gonna tell you my age. I'm 50, and my question to you is what are my chances, or what would I need to do to better my low self-esteem?
If you have been in an industry for 20 plus years and you feel like you know the ins and outs of it very well, then perhaps it is time for you to step up to the plate and begin your own company. What I would caution you on is make sure you know all facets of the company, of the industry. You may have been in the sales or distribution arm of the company for that long, but do you understand the marketing? Do you understand the financial side? Do you understand sales? Do you understand the HR, the personnel side of it, the hiring and firing side as well? So make sure you understand all facets of the company before you make that move.